Welcome back to the Coaster Caleb channel. It's been a while since I've uploaded, and I want to apologize for that. However, I'm back. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a my experience video. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's a video series that I am kind of copying, taking inspiration from Airtime Thrills, a channel that I love. If you haven't seen his channel, how? How are you on my channel, but you haven't watched his channel? He's one of the biggest coaster channels. Definitely check him out. But I'm taking inspiration from a series where he would talk about a trip he did or a visit he took to an amusement park and just discuss his day there. So I'm going to be doing that with Knoebels, as I recently went there with my family and my girlfriend and had just a wonderful time. I mean, so much so that I wanted to get back into making videos and making content. It really inspired me and just pushed me to upload again. So that should say something. Anyways, enough with the intro. Let's talk about Knoebels. So you'll see here at the beginning of this video, I'm using a lot of footage that is not my own. That's because I focused less on recording off-ride content. Instead, I focused on recording on-ride content. I actually got permission from guest services to record on-ride footage. I have the nice little white card to prove it. I might as well throw a picture of that up on screen because I'm proud of it. I don't know. It's a nice step in the right direction for me as a coaster creator and a coaster enthusiast. Shout out to Peggy, I think that was her name, for allowing me to record on-ride footage at Knoebels. I got a lot of footage of every ride that was open there, every coaster that was open there, I should say, but a lot of them were closed, sadly. I mean, you had Black Diamond down, you had Flying Turns down, which really sucks because I've now been to Knoebels 5 times in my life, and all 5 times Flying Turns was not operating. So it still eludes me. It still is not on my credits list. But even though half of the rides were not operating, which was due to staffing issues, I feel like I should answer that question before people comment it down below. It was due to staffing issues, and I can't be upset about that. Even though so many things were closed, I wasn't upset. I was having an amazing day, and that was helped by the fact that I was getting amazing footage, but I was having an amazing day also because it was just a great time with family and friends. Knoebels is truly a wonderful place that I think is well underrated in the coaster community because people put which parks have the best coasters, the most intense coasters, and the newest coasters in the forefront of their brain. So a park like Knoebels kind of gets lost in translation. And I even want to go back and retract a statement I just made, that statement being that Knoebels doesn't have some of the best coasters. They have Phoenix. And let's not forget that Phoenix has won the Golden Ticket Awards for Best Wooden Coaster 2 times. And after riding it again in 2021, I can easily say that Knoebels is a must-visit park solely because of Phoenix. And it deserves those Golden Ticket Awards. And it's an amazing coaster. I mean, it was glossy smooth. It was phenomenal when it comes to airtime. And it was such a wonderful ride that I actually bumped it up a spot in my credits list. It was the best rides of Phoenix I'd ever had. So, like, I don't know what they're doing as far as 2021 maintenance is concerned, but they had it running beautifully. Now, on the other hand, I will say that Twister was very rough. I mean, maybe Phoenix is getting special treatment because it's their standout coaster, and another coaster in the park, another wooden coaster like Twister, doesn't get the same appreciation from the maintenance crew because it was bumpy. It was really difficult for me to record stable footage, and I almost didn't want to rewrite it after the first go around because it hurt my back. Obviously, I want to be fair in my reviews of amusement parks, and up until this point, this video has been very, very positive. But the one negative thing, outside of many of the rides being closed, I will say is that Twister was not the best experience. And I'm usually one who will expect a rough ride on wooden coasters. Though after riding Phoenix, why can't all wooden coasters be smooth is my question. But I allow a margin of error for wooden coasters to have roughness. But Twister was bad, and I did not enjoy it, did not rewrite it. But the one thing that they're doing right is the experience that guests have at the park. It's definitely family oriented, it's experience oriented, and you kind of go there for something different than what a Six Flags park will give you or Cedar Fair park will give you, because those parks, while they're very good, I mean, it's a coaster enthusiast's kind of wet dream to go get a ton of credits. You buy a fast pass, you can get on potentially 20 coasters in a day. That sounds great. But at Knoebels, it's different. It's kind of a breakaway from the mold, if you will. I like that. I appreciate that. Anyways, we'll try to wrap this video up before it gets too long. The last ride of the day was Impulse, and we rode that 2 times. I actually had never been on Impulse before this visit to Knoebels because the last time I had been there was right before it had been built and therefore released to the general public. So I was really looking forward to this. It was the only new credit I got to add to my credits list this visit because, like I said, flying turns still will not come home to me. But Impulse was the new credit of the day, and I really enjoyed it. It almost, to me, as a Pennsylvania coaster enthusiast, felt like a mini Fahrenheit at Hershey Park. And I mean that in a good way. It had, the same elements, the same vertical lift hill, and the same little rattle that just fucks you up a little bit. But putting that slight negative aside, I really liked the inversions. I liked the hang time on the last kind of barrel roll. It was really, really cool because the car slows down purposefully just enough so that when you're going through that inversion, you're just hanging and your thighs are in the lap bar. And I love that. I love that in a ride, and I love that in an inversion. Impulse is definitely the second best coaster in that park, and I would call it like a mid-tier Pennsylvanian coaster, a mid-tier American coaster. It's kind of hard when you're comparing it to a state that has such good parks and such good coasters. I mean, it's even hard to compare it to the best coaster in Knoebels, Phoenix, because that's the best wooden coaster in the state. I could even make the argument after such an amazing set of rides on it that it's potentially the best wooden coaster in America. I mean, it's won the Golden Ticket Awards twice to prove it. So Impulse has some tough competition statewide, nationwide, but it's still mid-tier, and it's good enough to, get a thumbs up from me. And I enjoyed my day because of it. And like I said, overall, I enjoyed my day as a whole at Knoebels. It was such a nice time to spend the afternoon with my family, my girlfriend, and as I was walking through the park, like I said at the beginning of the video, it kind of inspired me to start making content again. I apologize because I haven't made videos in so long, and people have been commenting on the channel, and I felt bad. I've been replying to those comments, but I felt bad that I had no new videos. But yeah, as I walked through Knoebels, it made me want to upload again, so I want to kind of end this video with a promise that starting now, there will be at least one new video every week. Sometimes there'll be more content, but at the very least, one video a week is my goal for this channel. And that content will vary. For example, I'm putting out a POV of Impulse, my official, full, non-copyrighted POV that I recorded on Impulse next. It'll probably come out like tomorrow or the next day, honestly, because there's no point in just waiting to release it. I have the footage ready. So I definitely want to release a wide variety of content. I want to diversify the footage on my channel, and I hope you all enjoy that. So let me know what you would like to see on this channel. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and I definitely want to get back into YouTube because I have a lot of plans for myself as a coaster enthusiast and myself as a coaster content creator. I don't want to spoil too much, but big things are in the works. So I'll see you all later. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for watching. Peace.